I'm calm now.
Oh, you're calm now.
I got all my sillies out.
Oh, okay.
I'm calm now. So I did not feel like I was at home when I went to the sex museum. However, it was
She felt like
entertaining
leaving and going home though when she was at the.
because it was really, 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 really good. So we get inside. Have you ever been there to the sex museum? You have? Okay. You've been, Fatima?
I have not.
Have not? Okay. So we walk into the sex museum, and first it's toys. Doo-doo-doo. Like there's games on one side, and then there's toys on the other side. So then we keep going. We're walking, and then it's our turn to go into the museum. We see the photo galleries, and the pictures are really explicit. Like the pictures of pootie tangs just everywhere. Pootie tangs, booty boots. Huh?
Or they don't discriminate.
No, they don't discriminate. It's everything and
So
all of
fat,
it. And then they talk about, they talked about the raccoon from that damn Disney Pocahontas, how the raccoon was the number one raccoon that was bought for people that have fetishes of having sex with animals, stuffed animals. It was crazy. Anyway, so we finally get...
You would remember that. Go ahead.
Because I was disgusted. So we finally get inside. I was like, ew, that's gross. Like, ew.
Fuck a raccoon.
A stuffed raccoon. Right. A stuffed raccoon. And there's a real name to it. And it's not called that thing that people, bestiality. It's not that. It's called like stuffy stisha, some shit.
Disgusting. So like, disgusting.
Any type of stuffed animal.
Any type of stuffed animal. So then we finally get
sex with beanie babies and shit.
Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Ew.
They're not popular. They have a variety of all types of.
That's gross. That's sick.
Small ass dick to fuck a beanie baby.
Oh, anyway, so then
They got different sizes.
So then we get upstairs. No. We get inside the arcade now where you could play games.
Sex games.
Yeah, kind of. They're kinky as hell. So the first game that we see, there's toilet stalls. There's like 4 or 5 toilet stalls, right? And in the toilet stall, it has feet underneath. It has a toilet, and then it has holes on the toilet on the stall. So everybody's like walking up to the feet and stepping on it, trying to figure out what it's doing. And it's not doing anything. So now the lady comes over to tell us what the game does. And she's like, so it's kind of like whack-a-mole, but it's jerk-a-dick. So the dicks is coming out the holes and you got to jerk it in order for it to pee in the toilet, right?
To pee?
Yes, you jerk it and it pees. So you got to fill it up. You got to jerk it 3 times, you get points. You jerk it 3 times, you get points because you fill it up the toilet.
Oh my God.
So with the lady since the game, all the male partners were like, oh, hell no, I ain't playing this game.
Yep. I'm sure they
and
were.
I was like, oh my God, I want to play. I want to play the jerky game.
It is catered a little more towards the women. I will say that.
That shit is all for the ladies. That shit is like marriage.
What?
Wow.
You know what? Hold on.
Weddings. Let me rephrase it.
Can we
Weddings,
focus?
not marriage.
Because I don't know that you want none tonight. You shooting yourself in the foot, so I need to focus on the sex store.
Weddings are for women.
The toy store. Go ahead. Nope, we're going to focus. So,
weddings are for women.
So after the toy store and after you whack a dick and all that other shit.
Jerk a dick.
Right. We see these little white steps and we're like, oh, this is cute. Let's take some pictures on it. And it had some cute lips in the back and some lights and it's all fancy. So I'm like, let's go down the lips. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to go down the lips because it's a slide.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't want to go down the slide because I don't know where it's going to take, where I'm going to end up at. I might end up in water or something. You know, I'm extra as shit, right?
Overthinking to the fucking
Overthinking to the max. So we're walking through, we're looking at the games, talking shit, people watching, da-da-da-da-da. Finally get to the end of the museum and there's a zebra with its behind up in the air and this booty hole is the hole of the end of the slide. So I'm like, oh shit, I would have came out the zebra's asshole.
Yeah, she would have. You sure
would. I went down the slide.
Yes.
I was having so much fun laughing at this shit. It's stitches. It was hysterical.
And you were probably sitting there like,
I loved it.
Christ, is it over?
He's looking at me like, you are so weird. You would like, only you would like this shit. And I'm looking at him like, listen, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, no.
Do they still have the titty room?
No, there was a lot of stuff that was blocked off, I guess.
Because when I went, I don't know about the jerk-a-dick. I remember the titty room, and it was like a bouncy room, and everywhere you bounce, like the hump was the titty. And they had all different shapes of titties, different colors of titties. It was ridiculous.
That is hilarious. And with that, we are going to start the show. Welcome everyone to Pandagasms. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. And I am your host.
The hate just be pouring through the pores. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm your host,
Seeping.
Panda.
Seriously, though.
And my extra ass co-host, Big Cap.
What up?
She missed the last recording, so she's trying to make up for it. She's making up for it. And then we have two returning guests. We have two returning guests, Mr. Jackpot.
What up, though?
And
Fake ass calm. Hands up, don't shoot.
These two are like Pam, Gina, and Martin. That's what these two is like.
Yo, did I even tell you about the airport ride? I was trying to protect him. But since he brought it up, I can tell you about the airport ride.
Hold on.
Oh, boy.
And last but not least, another returning guest, Fatima.
Hey,
baby. All right. Airport ride. Before we forget.
That was
this one.
5-star Uber rating.
He got me there. Yes. And I got there safe. Yes.
So what you complaining about?
He driving like he think he ducking and dodging from the cops.
What are you even talking about?
And then I think he zoned out so good on the music that he forgot he was driving me somewhere. Like, and I had to make sure he focused.
She capping. That's her
That's
name.
why that's her name.
Nah. Truth is true.
The music is the focus juice.
Truth is true.
Big Cap.
I had to help him focus. Like, no, hella. You gotta go that way. Hella.
You had to bring him back to earth.
Yes.
You
and
checked
I
out.
understand because the music does get you. It can
does.
get you.
Zone.
But
You checked out
when you
Jackpot.
on a mission, sir. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Quick split on
And then,
93.
and then.
Split on
No, ain't no
You know what I'm saying? Like,
go to no airport.
she still got there
quick.
adequate time.
Anyway,
She got there and she made it back.
Right.
Welcome back to Boston, baby. How was it at Talenta? How was the A?
ATL, it was great.
Yeah, ATL always does me right.
It was
all the time.
great. The food was good. The people were better. It was just a good time.
Yeah, I love going out there, visiting my family. My nieces, shout out to y'all. My big sister. Whoop, whoop. My nieces, kids, and all of y'all. The dogs, too. Hi, doggies. Anyway, so dearly beloved, today we are gathered here to discuss.
Yeah, she said that. She said that.
I'm sorry.
She did.
I'm
This is
sorry.
why you know she would like the museum. Because she's a fucking weirdo.
I'm not a weirdo. You know what?
It's okay to claim it and it's okay to accept it.
I'm about to. I'm about to because we're all mad here. Didn't y'all watch Alice in Wonderland? We're all mad here, baby. So anyway, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in holy matrimony. If anyone has something to say, no, I'm kidding. No, but for real. So Big Cat sent me some stuff that she saw on the socials of the medias. Mr. Jackson, homeboy, Mr. Scammer, Mr. Whoop Whoop, gonna go make a post talking
Mr.
about
Derek Jackson.
Gonna talk about some. Once you hurt a woman, everything you do disgust her after that, or something.
Let's find
gaga.
it. Let's
What did it say verbatim?
Wait, what?
Once a woman loses respect for a man, everything he does disgusts her.
I think this is a publicity stunt again. He must be broke and needs some money, so he's going back into the public eye again. Look how low he was. Look how quiet he been for these months.
Like, sir,
I gotta say,
how are you saying this when you did what you did?
We do agree.
But it's like you of all people talking about it, sir.
Right?
Just stop that.
Are you really doing
Just
this right now?
stop that. Just because she put on the armor of God and decided to stay with you don't mean that you can talk the shit.
All right, so let me.
But he's a pro in the field now, so maybe he can talk because he's a pro. Just like people be coming at Steve Harvey. He could talk the talk because he walked that walk like he knew the dog life.
All right, so boom.
What else?
What?
Here she goes. She about to get all psychological.
No. Seriously though, because it's like, what do y'all want from me? Like, all right, boom. He was giving relationship advice, and he was what he was giving advice about, right? Pretty much. Like,
shut the fuck up.
Thank you. That's what we want. We want him to shut up.
You're no longer qualified for the position.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
Cool.
Just like Komodo or whatever his name is. Just step down. Governor Komodo from New York or whatever. Just step down and go away. Komodo? Kimono?
I don't know how to
whatever his name is. I don't freaking know.
Kuamo.
Whatever.
I don't know.
You're not qualified anymore. Just be quiet. It's okay. Find another avenue to make the money.
Just like the people.
Or just continue to release books. But you don't have to continue to talk. Like, just. Who? Let people buy their books. I'm talking with Derek.
Oh, that's probably, he might need money to support a book coming out.
Oh, Jesus. And who? Why are you saying who? Like you forgot what we were talking about.
She did.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's
She's
just
still trying to figure out kimono.
No, you know what? Let's just. I went way off with that. Clearly,
we went to talk about Cuomo, so now I'm like, damn, are we talking about Cuomo now?
Wow.
Look, you can't be talking about 10 different people.
All right, so reeling it back in. Yeah. So once, because you know how we always be like, oh, accountability on your shit, blah blah blah, whatever. Right, cool. So like, where's the cutoff? Or where's the line? Like, where's the cutoff where like you can fuck up on your shit, and then like
and now you can go back.
Not even necessarily go back, but like we can move on. We don't have to keep
bringing up the old shit.
Bringing up the fuck up versus. Like, no, I can't accept that from you because that was just beyond.
Right. You know what? That's a good question because I really and truthfully don't know when the cutoff is. I guess once you fuck up in society, you fucked up and that's it. I guess they can't make mistakes on it.
I don't know. It's just because he was just so hard on the relationship shit and then he was out here doing his fucking dirt. That's why. It's because he was doing so fucking much, coming at every fucking man for every little thing that they did.
That's what simp ass.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing too much to turn around and be that nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We just want you to be quiet.
Simple without the simp. That's what it is. The nigga's just another motherfucking simpleton. Another nigga that ran game. Matter of fact, I brought this up the other day. I'm gonna say it. The only reason why this nigga got lame, right? And the older dude, the Kevin Seymour dude. Now, if these was two ugly niggas, they wouldn't have got the time of day. Females wouldn't even have heard. There's plenty of niggas that saying shit that are less attractive and ain't getting attraction because they're not trending because they're not getting the views because the ladies aren't attracted to their looks rather than what they're coming out their mouth.
He is ugly though.
So, but the majority of these females feel like these dudes are attractive regardless of how he feels to you. I'm talking about the masses. You feel me?
People's attracted to them.
Yeah, they are. They're a lot.
The only reason why they feel like,
or maybe,
why you think these niggas get the views?
You know what it is? I've never heard of him until he blew up for cheating. Oh. And then, so that my first time seeing him was that video where he was sitting with the wife, and they both look hurt in that video. So that's why I'm just like, that's why I'm like, you attracted to him? So I've never seen him like at his.
Some niggas ride around, say some simp shit and whatever. But I mean, there's plenty of niggas that's like, well, guys out there with content that ain't getting the light of day. So, like I said, the only reason why anybody even knows these dudes because they ended up trending because that's what views do. That's the algorithms. The more popular you are, the more exposure you're going to get. So, I mean, it's not like the nigga had something remarkable to say or like how Nori's podcast with DMX and DMX said his quote in it went viral because that's DMX. Like, we know him. Everybody's going to watch what he said because we value his words. We don't know these other motherfuckers and give a fuck about what they say. It's just curiosity that got these niggas trending. So joke's on y'all if y'all or whoever's took his word as holy grail or whatever, or even anybody that's feeling the type of way about what Kevin Samuel says. Like, if another motherfucker can say something and got control over you, that nigga has control over you. You're a fucking puppet. So you deserve to feel how you feel.
What if the
mother made a motherfucker? But I digress.
What if the gag is he was never really trying to be like, oh, let me show you the way, ladies. Like, what if he was being himself, yo, and it was just like, this is how we move, but instead of we, he's just like men.
Yeah.
Simp.
He should just be quiet.
Either way,
he just needs to be quiet.
It's okay for him to take a good year off.
Yeah, just to fix what he got going on. Because
worry about your wife.
Because clearly his relationship is still having some challenges.
They still married?
Probably.
Yeah, she put on the armor of God. That's why I said that.
Probably. And if they are still married, that's great.
And that's the other thing. Why do we care if they're still married?
I don't. I just want him to stop trying to do this thing because it's not for him.
I mean, there are men that's out there that like they try to act like they'll be an artist with you, like, oh, men this and this is how we move, blah 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 blah, and like
just for you to
some female like, oh, he's being honest with me. He'll probably never do that to me, and he's doing it all along. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm like, what if that's what he was doing? He wasn't lying.
The nigga's just a modern day Steve Harvey, where he just ran.
So you don't like Steve Harvey either?
Like, no, fuck Steve Harvey too.
What's so wrong about what he said?
Because
everyone was mad, like, oh, he's giving up
the lady.
Hold on, one at a time.
Everyone, I remember when the movie and the book came out, it was a big controversy. Oh, he's giving out the jewels of the game, or whatever the case may be.
A lot of men were upset.
Yeah, but like,
why?
Whose game, though? That's what I'm saying. Who said that this nigga's the motherfucking Phil Jackson of the game? Like, no, nigga, you are not the coach. We are not the Michael Jordans, and you're teaching us how to shoot, my nigga. No.
So the book wasn't for men. The book was for women.
But how can he speak on men's behalf to tell y'all game on how to deal with us?
So I guess because of the responses that he received, the backlash that he received from men, it obviously triggered some emotion.
I don't think he was speaking on men in general. I think he was probably speaking of like the stereotypical men that most females come across.
I don't feel a man with 2 failed marriages is qualified to tell anybody shit.
I think
about
because
any relationship or how to deal with nothing. No. Would you take advice from Donald Trump on fucking a business? They just knocked down his fucking they just knocked down his shit though a couple months ago.
Listen, he's very smart in business. I'm not focused about how he make what he's got, but he always comes out on top.
He has people who guide him there.
Either which way,
his own thinking.
Either way, I would still get to his people, and
it's his team. He didn't build that from the ground up.
We get what you're saying.
But I digress.
We get what you're saying.
He's not qualified at all.
Did you guys see that other video where the guy was trying to get his girlfriend across the water and he dropped her some shit? She was piggybacking on him.
Did you see it?
Did you see the video?
What kind of water were they in?
It was a flood. There was a flood somewhere. Okay. And Mr. Man was trying to be macho and put his girlfriend on his back to walk across the water. And
she's not even big.
No, she's small.
He's small.
The water's strong.
I was about to say, that water's rushing though.
The water is real powerful.
Just finished watching the video.
So he's trying to get her across. He drops
She probably can't even swim.
She's drowning.
Which is crazy.
She's literally drowning right there.
She's in a car.
She's hitting the cars in the road. And then someone else comes in and helps him and scoops her up.
Now look,
whoosh.
So you say the water's strong, right?
At a point where the water is lower, though.
Yo, but listen, so many questions.
Her boyfriend had it at the shoulder height.
So many questions. First of all, she could have just stood up, yo. First of all.
No.
Maybe she couldn't have. It looks like she could have just stood up.
Not where they started.
2, there was one point where they was standing up and it looks like she dove back into the water. Like, what the fuck? You was already on your 2 feet. She didn't fall backward. She fell forward. Like she looked like she dove into the water.
But didn't say she dove.
Yo,
Free Willy.
Yo, she was trying to get away from him so bad. She just dove into the water.
Just
like,
Because at that point, it's like you almost let me drown.
yeah, but all right, he almost let you drown. You try to get away from him so much, you gonna drown yourself.
Listen,
She was afraid. She saw her life flash behind
for
her.
her eyes.
Behind her, not before
Her, behind her, next to her,
Oh,
because
my
them
goodness.
cars was like,
Listen. So the question was she right to push him off of her
and go with the
and
other
go
guy.
with the bigger dude? Yes, the fuck she was.
Oh,
Because
she right. Yeah, she was. I think so.
Listen. I done almost drowned with your little ass. Please get me out this water. Please, sir, someone get me out this damn water. Now,
Yeah.
once we out this water, if you want to have a conversation, little man, we can have a conversation. But if big man came to save me, because I done fell and almost drowned.
Listen,
The fuck?
I would not.
First of all, that's why you pick a man that you know
I would
can
not
take
have been
care
in
of
that
you,
position.
that's big enough that can make sure he can protect you in situations like that.
Alright.
Jackpot would never let that happen. My friend would never let that happen.
Alright.
Okay? You gotta make sure you're with someone that would never let that happen to you.
Listen,
Yo, on behalf of Holmes, right? The starting point where he was
So
trying
then
to originally rescue her was shoulder height. You know what I'm saying? Or above the waist.
It was about waist
You feel
height.
what I'm
It was
saying?
about waist
Now
height.
everybody knows current water pushing. That's a force. Now we're saying that this shit. He probably on his tippy toes trying to do this. Now at the point he's trying to hold her, they probably get swept up. Now big man come at a fucking shallow point and just come and pick her up, which you can see because you can see his fucking legs and her legs. So basically, if she could have stood up at this point,
It was still about
she
waist
wouldn't
height
even
for
need.
her.
that's what she dove in.
She wouldn't even need big man at that point. She could have just stood up at that point. You feel what I'm saying? He just came to the rescue and it looked good.
Listen,
You feel what I'm saying? Nah, man, get that little man his kudos, man. That man put his life on the line for this broad, man, for real. And if she was unappreciative, mother made her motherfucker.
Fatima, you had something to
I
say.
don't agree.
4 planted feet is better than 2. First of all, with the water current and all that weight is up top. And you know what they say, like the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So like they could have did like when you be seeing people like they hold hands and they make a link. They could have held hands and try to cross it together, or like I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't have got on his back. We're the same size, and now we're doubling up the weight on top. The water's rushing at the bottom. It's gonna knock us over, both of us. Like, nah, we gotta find another way around this. I wouldn't have got on his back, and that could have all been avoided.
First of all, I wasn't going out in that water.
Thank
we
you.
was
I'm
looking
logical.
for something high.
I would have walked around all the way down to the
Right,
end
like
if I
That
had
too.
to.
Only way to
I would have walked all the way down to the end if I had to where it was lower. That's
Right.
just me. I'm very logical. But I don't know why they decided to rush in at that moment.
That water looked like coronavirus. I was not.
Listen,
No,
Corona mixed with Flint.
I was
she
not going in
almost
there.
died in that dirt too water.
Trying to be cute
He
with her
almost
man.
died trying to save her.
Trying to be
Ungrateful
little
ass.
He was fine.
The two of them idiots.
Nah, yo, I feel him, yo, because she looked bigger than him, yo. He looked like he was kind of struggling trying to
So
go
wait,
across.
you
We
feel
could've
like
walked it out.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like teamwork. Yo, let's do this together, hand in hand.
yo, she
Let's
could
go out
put him
together.
on her back.
He could have slipped and fell. She could have saved him. She looked like she was.
She would've saved him.
Ma'am,
enough to
did
pull
you
his
not
hand.
see the Titanic? She's supposed to let him go.
Listen,
Bye bye, sir. I have to save myself. Although there's enough room here, I have to let you go.
Jack, stay with
There's
me,
enough
Jack.
room here, but I
Jack.
have to let you go.
Stay with me, Jack.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Joke's on you, motherfucker. I can swim, nigga.
Jack, just keep swimming.
Up outta
Just
there.
keep swimming.
You got
keep
it. You got it.
swimming.
That's
What
crazy,
do we
though,
do?
yo.
We swim. I like to swim.
Oh my God.
All right, so
All right.
Third topic.
The third topic, y'all. I don't know if y'all want to touch on this or not, but I still think it's crazy that they want to replace the term breastfeeding with chest feeding. You didn't see that?
I'm not even surprised about this world anymore.
Why? Why?
Whatever.
For
It's too
the
sexual?
trans moms, they want to make it universal
Mhm.
so that no one feels neglected
For the
transgender
trans
moms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can they breastfeed? That may be an
Right, they can't breastfeed.
So-
That's why they want to call it chest feeding because they're moms.
Oh,
But they can't chest feed either, though, right?
exactly.
No, and they don't want to feel offended, so they want to make it universal because everyone has chest, but not everyone has breasts.
But that's dumb because don't they have like contraptions that men can wear and act like they're breastfeeding, and they never felt the need to change it from
I
breast to
don't
chest.
know.
I mean, I've seen
feel
it in
like
movies. I don't know if it's.
I feel like they're trying to take away women being women. I don't understand why they're trying to get rid of us. I'm sorry,
They're just trying to neutralize everything
but why?
Yeah.
and whitewash everything so that
Why?
it's just everything is gender neutral.
Why?
But we have two different genders for a reason.
A reason.
Well, we have multiple genders now, apparently.
Clearly, because they
So-
don't want us to breastfeed our children anymore. They
And
want
that's
them to
fine.
be chest fed.
Right.
I feel like if you, as the individual, wants to use that term, great, use it. No one's stopping you from doing that. But when you want to take the whole term and replace it universally for people, I think that's ridiculous.
And it doesn't even make sense scientifically.
You
The last topic of the night, which is celebrity couples,
that are
right?
like really cute.
Celebrity couples. Are there any celebrity couples that you see and you're like, oh, they're cute? Like I wouldn't mind if that was like my little cute life, right? So for me, it's obviously Michelle and Barack, right? But if we don't put them in there, I like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively because they're just so freaking cute and sarcastic and everything's a fucking joke. And like he'll post a picture of her and then be like, oh shit, and then repost it and be like, I cut out her earring. How dare I? I know better than that. And it's like, what? She doesn't care about that. Or he'll post a picture and be like, oh, 3 beautiful women. Oh, and the Beast talking about his wife. And it's like, but wait, what do you mean? So all they do is just crack jokes and they're just hysterical, but they completely love each other and it's super cute. So
I get it.
that too, I think is super cute.
Aww. You're such
A cute celebrity couple.
You're so lovely. You're
Disgusting.
so cute.
Disgusting. I'm a thug. Don't
You're
come
my
at me.
I'm a
favorite
thug.
celebrity.
You know what I'm saying?
Aw.
What?
I'm not your favorite celebrity.
Baby, because I'm a thug.
Thank you.
All day,
Thank
every
you.
day.
Now get on
I'm
with
a
it.
thug.
Who's your celebrity couple?
Who do I think is so adorable? I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. And I gave you time to think about
You
it.
did, because I did have somebody in mind.
And then you got high and forgot.
No, I just-
Because I got high.
And their lives, but
Because I got high.
Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Yeah.
They're cute.
But I mean, I guess yeah, they're cute.
They're another cute couple who are very supportive of each other. You could tell
Yeah.
they love each other. You could tell it's not fake. Like
And they
they're
mad
just-
goofy. I like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like those type
Because
of
Chrissy's a
couples.
fucking hilarious ass
Listen.
wife. She is her.
And he's just there for the ride. He's
And
like,
he-
oh,
oh,
damn.
right. But he
Did
just
you
join
really
in
just
every
say
now
that?
and then.
Yeah, you have to. It's funny. Like, what are you gonna do?
He be looking like my wife is a whole ass nutcase.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
That's what yours be looking at you like. What you mean?
Listen, when I swear, if my brother and his wife could be celebrities, them two are hilarious. And because I
Wait.
know them, man, them two is shits and giggles. But celebrities, I'm still struggling. Jackpot, you got somebody? You said a couple earlier.
Papoose and Remy.
Yes.
Oh,
beautiful
Papoose and
couple.
Remy.
No realer than that. The nigga did a whole
Thank
bid
you.
with her. Didn't
Thank
cheat.
you.
Miscarriage.
There's not many
Did
men
it again.
who could do
Had a
that,
baby.
who will do that. There's
So,
not many
that's
men.
that's
So
I like
true.
their relationship.
'Cause look
but
at
I like
what- hold on.
Papoose more than-
Look at hold on. Pause. Fact on fact, look at what Mindy C said to Yandy. I don't know that I could have done that. That's
Right.
proof right there that many men are not
Right.
cut like fucking Papoose.
Right.
I freaking love Papoose. I'm sorry, I had to
And
give him
then
his
rest in
his,
peace.
his
So do you
props.
like the couple or you just like Papoose?
I love the couple because they completely love each other.
Out loud.
Like
And
out
don't give a
loud.
fuck.
And their baby is just so freaking cute and they're
Right.
just such a beautiful black couple.
Then,
And kudos to him for just being a stand-up guy.
honorable mention, rest in peace, Nipsey. Nip and Lauren.
Yeah.
It was a cute couple.
They were definitely
I love how
a
he
cute
loved her.
couple.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
can't forget how my man Russ loves Sierra too.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they
He lo- he
are.
Is that your couple?
I like-
Yes, Russ and Sierra
couple?
is
Yeah,
my
I
couple.
love how he loved her.
Because
I love the black love, and when it's just out loud.
Right.
You know I said a white couple, but like honestly, I just love love. And when it's out loud, when it's like, that's my boo, like, I love her, like, I'm just gonna post her, like, she's just gorgeous to me, or you just cracking a joke, and it's like, but that's my baby, and it's like, what? Like, I love that.
Yeah.
When they're both like that, it's not just one person and the other one's like, yeah. No, they actually both love each other out loud.
Energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
It's like they're playing volleyball. Your turn.
I love you. You love me. I love you. You love me. Yeah.
So you want matching t-shirts?
I mean, cute fits. We don't have to do matching t-shirts like how you and me did.
Well, me and you did the matching shirts because it's our show.
Exactly.
And we, if people want to buy the shirts to support our podcast, we had to advertise ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, so we have
but
to
you asked the question. Nah, we don't need to have matching t-shirts. But we can have
what about
fits.
like when you see couples with the king and queen shit? What you be saying? You like that?
I guess it's cute. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Out in public or just like a photo shoot?
Out in public. Like maybe they're on their anniversary or something and they're in Disney.
That's true.
Right, I think it's cute. I like cheesy shit, so there's that. I'm cheesy as hell.
Clearly.
I am the cheesiest of cheesy people. Mad cheesy.
Cheesy.
Just cheesy.
Probably not. And then,
so I'm in this group.
Don't stop recording until we say, this is it.
Okay, fine. No more pausing. So I'm in this group, and it said, y'all, why my auntie tell me I'm not a strong black woman? Because I believe what my man tells me. In the beginning of our relationship, I was super insecure and would question a lot, but now I'm just trying to be a better partner and trust him until he shows me that I shouldn't. How is that so wrong? Are we processing this?
So is she saying that he hasn't given her a reason to?
She hasn't. That's what she's saying. In the beginning of their relationship, she was just insecure. But auntie's like, don't be listening to him.
How
old is aunt? Like, I just feel like auntie's old school and just
right. Needs to mind a motherfucking business. So how y'all tell nosy family members to mind their business? When you're supposed to have quote unquote respect for them. You're a PK, so I know you ain't just coming out like da 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 da. No, you're not. You're gonna process it.
Little one.
Huh? A PK is a preacher's kid.
I'm the disrespectful little one who'll be like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but okay.
What you doing
like you
with
can
the nosy
say that
auntie?
to yourself, like that was cute, but like what?
And that's what happened with homegirl Taraji in that movie when she was listening to her fucking sisters and her husband ended up making mad fucking money and she ended up broke. Remember? And she was salty. Ended up in jail because she killed him.
Do you agree with her or not?
Yo, I'm on the fence. I am absolutely on the fence because I feel her. What's it called again? Acrimony. Yo, you didn't see it? So, okay, so pretty much...
I love that.
It's not even on none of the things anymore.
No, it's not out anymore. So pretty much Taraji Henson is in this relationship. She meets, it's her high school sweetheart. He's her first pretty much everything. And they have one mishap where he cheats on her with this girl. Whatever.
Wait, no, you gotta tell the whole story. They meet in college.
Right.
And he was like trying to invent some power thing or whatever.
He was coming out with some invention.
Right. So all his money was going into that. And eventually all her money was going into that.
Her mom died. She sold the house to get money to invest into him. She dropped out of college to invest into his business. They've been together from college to all the way through adulthood.
They almost lost the house. Her brother-in-law got him a job.
Yeah.
And he messed up with the job. And then
he messed up with the job, and the brother-in-law, it was a big business partner meeting. So he lost $1 million with this business meeting that he was supposed to do because of the contract. So he's fucking up left and right. Then one day.
But he's chasing his dream. That's what it was. He knew he had something there and he was not giving it up. He
was not giving it up at all. So then he gets a phone call from the girl that he cheated on his now about to be ex-wife on when they were younger, right? This is the only time they've ever had any issues of infidelity was with this one girl, this one woman when they were younger. So she's like, I can have you meet these people. This is your dream. You can win. I believe in you. Da 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 da. He presents. Boom. He gets this big check. He's rich. He's a millionaire. He makes it big. But at this point, they're divorced now, and she's fed up because he's lost everything she's had. Everything. He's drained her to zero. Like she's on E. He makes it big. He comes and he gives her a big check for the money of her mother's house that she lost because of him, and a little extra for herself. No, he gives her a check and the deed
to the house.
The deed. So he bought the house himself, and then gives her this big ass check. Like she's set. She don't got to do shit ever again. She got a free house, and she got this shitload of money from her ex-husband,
and she still has her career,
and she still has her job. But now he's dating homegirl who he cheated on her with when they were younger. And everything that he promised his now ex-wife, he's doing with her. And she's like...
she's salty as fuck, nigga.
I wasted all those years with you. For you to turn around and then give this bitch the life you told me you was giving me. And I waited all these years. These years.
You ain't wait long enough.
So, right. There's the flip side of that. Why couldn't you wait it out a little longer? You could have, if you really loved him. I mean, he just was messing up with his money. He was just bad with money.
And her money.
He was just bad with money, period.
It was the fact that you almost had us lose everything.
Right. And that's understandable, right?
However...
That's understandable.
She went
you
a
made
bit
the
extreme
to leave him.
Right.
You said you couldn't take us no more.
Because her sisters was like, leave him. He's no good. He's doing this. He's doing that. Ooh. He was coming around apologizing. All of that. She did like, in her ear. Right. They're in her ear.
Right. So you finally decide you're going to leave him, right? Boom. You're miserable for like a year or whatever. Then she gets back to work. She's feeling good. She's not even thinking about him no more until he comes with that check, right? So now it's just all coming back. So you're mad about all the money that you spent and lost. He wrote you a check. You're mad about almost losing the house. The deed to the house is right there. So like, what is it? What else do you want?
What they really want?
I want the time back.
You can't.
Yes, give it to me. God damn it.
Can't go find somebody else that's already established. He wasn't the one for you, yo.
Clearly,
or maybe he was, and he wasn't patient. However you want to look at it.
How long do you be patient?
I totally agree. She had more endurance than me, nigga. Because I wouldn't even let it get that far. Like, what? Remember when he blew out all the electricity in the house, and he had like, what?
Tenants and everything else, yo.
No.
So what she does?
I get it. I would feel jealous.
She gets on their yacht,
but I wouldn't have went that far
and kills the wife.
What?
She gets on their yacht and she kills the new wife. So she's in therapy, telling her therapist her whole story of why she is now in jail and having to go to therapy, and why she doesn't feel she should be there because her actions were justified.
That bitch is crazy, yo. When she caught the nigga, cheating on her. He was at the chick's crib. No, he had a trailer. He had the chick over in the trailer. She pulled up. She parked the trailer she parked her car over there somewhere. Then walked up to the trailer and looked in the window and saw them having sex. Right? Mm-hmm. She casually walked her ass back to her car and she sat there for a minute. She's in her car and the trailer is directly in front of her, but like facing this way. And she's facing this way. So she's sitting there like, the fuck? She starts the car. You think she's gonna take her ass home? She gunned that shit. She banged right into the trailer. She was like, yeah. Didn't move. She threw that shit in reverse and gunned, yo. She kept doing that shit until the whole shit fell over, dog, yo. I'm like, yo, you did all of that and then still end up with him? Fuck that.
Right.
If I do that, nigga, that's it. That's
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Why I
Like, what's the
can't
point of
just
doing
sleep
all that?
without doing that though?
I wouldn't even do all of that, yo. But if
so
someone
unnecessary.
brings me to that point, yo, because I'm not gonna lie, I almost ran off my car one time.
Almost doesn't count, baby. Almost doesn't count.
Yo,
Y'all crazy as fuck.
because you try to run and I was a little hungover and it wasn't gonna work.
windows out your car.
So I hopped in the car. I wasn't trying to chase him with the car because obviously he was on the sidewalk. But he tried to dip down a driveway. And I came up the driveway too. And then I tried to pin him between the shed that was there and then he slipped. Anyways.
I think that's the only thing I've ever done was chase him with my car.
Yeah,
like we was like racing down Blue Hill Ave.
Listen, I'm too scared to go to jail. I wouldn't.
Caught him. It was not gonna talk about that on air, but that was the only thing.
That was just crazy. Anybody that said they agree with her, I have to look at them sideways, yo.
Even if it's a little bit of an agreement?
No.
Come on, Fatima. She went too far?
Yes.
She went too far, Cap?
In every situation.
She didn't have to kill her.
All through
she didn't have to kill her.
Earlier on.
She didn't have to kill her. She didn't have to kill her. She didn't have to stalk her on Facebook and Instagram.
She didn't have to do none of that.
She didn't. She could have took that lesson and kept it moving. You're right. I agree with you.
And she tried to kill him the first time when she caught them having sex. Yo, it was attempted murder that led to murder.
So
yeah.
The fuck, yo.
You deserve to be in jail.
Yo.
I understand why she did it.
Shit grew.
I just don't agree.
Exactly.
I do not understand why she
You do understand why she did it. You do.
If anything, shoot him. She's innocent in the whole thing.
She was trying to kill him too.
Yo, if anything, he should have died first, yo. That's who your anger
never with the woman.
Exactly. That's who your anger is towards, yo. Like, if anything, you should have been trying to kill him, not her. Like,
but how often does that happen, though?
Because women are unstable creatures.
You know what?
Don't talk about us like that.
I ain't even call y'all bitches.
Don't talk about us like that out loud.
Creatures.
Don't talk about us like that out loud. And since we're so unstable, we're gonna end the show.
Right.
See, there goes my instability, unstableness.
See? Wow.
What's the right term?
Wow.
My unstableness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lack of stability.
That's my lack of stability. I like that. That there is my lack of stability.
Whoa.
So yes, we'll end the show there because the lack of stability that Tima and Big Cap is allowing me to have at the moment. Peace, love, and light. I hope you guys enjoyed our foolishness this beautiful evening when it comes out on Tuesday and you listen to this whenever you do listen to it. Subscribe to our YouTube. Like, follow, share, Instagram, all the people's places, platform stuff. We out. Pandagasms.